Hey folks, Uncle Kender here. I know I owe you a rant for the rest of Obama is a fascist. I'll get to that in a day or two. I've been letting it boil in my head. Anyway, look, I just got a really interesting email. And this was a paraphrase of what was heard on Fox News. And a woman said, we didn't get her name, but it said, we've had a very good leaders who were faithful or who were not faithful to their wives, and just as many who were faithful to their wives but lousy leaders. The two prime examples, Kennedy and Carter. Now, I'm not sure exactly what this means. The facts are the governor cheated Mark Sanford. By the way, if you missed it, South Carolina governor disappeared for a while. Turns out he was off, bagging a hottie he liked in Argentina. And the question is, Mark Sanford declined to take the stimulus and is governed as a conservative. So does that give him a pass on his stupid skirt chasing? All right. No. No, no, no. You know what? I'm going to tell you why. Stick with me a minute here. This is not very hard to understand, but it's a little long. Look, there are certain building blocks to the platform of the conservative ideals that we hold to. And the base of that, the big one at the base, okay, this is big. There's like three big ones at the base. Less taxes and regulation, less government, actually over here on the side. And in the middle is family values, right? Why do we, let's forget about the less government and less taxes and regulation. Family values right here in the middle, all right? We're gonna hold this. This is our family values for the moment. Imagine it's bigger. Why is that important? It's a cascading effect, okay? It's this thing that screws everything up when it's not done right, all right? When you have a society that is a majority of stable nuclear families, all right? Mom and dad in the home, and I know that you're going to call me a homophobe and say, and the gay people are going to go, why can't we adopt too? We can raise good kids. That's not on the table right now. We're talking about traditional nuclear family. Mom, dad, 2.3 kids, dog, 2 cars in the garage, whole shebang like that, all right? Something like that. When you have this, all right, let me explain how this works. You got mommy, you got daddy, okay? They have little kids. Daddy goes to work. Traditionally, mom stayed home. Now, mom's off to work, too. Why? Because mom's got to have, help daddy get the 32-inch plasma screen TV, and the kids need the new gaming system every year, and they need the latest toys, and blah, 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 and they need, the big cars, and I'll tell you why in a bit for the big cars. But here's the thing. Check this out. You've got mom, you got dad, you got the little kids, right? And the little kids are growing up, and they're at home, they're babies, mom's taking care of them, she's raising them up, she's nurturing them, she's taking care of them, she keeps them clean, she keeps them fed, she keeps them safe, she plays with them, she helps them learn things. That's how it's supposed to be. Here's why. And dad goes off to be the provider. It's very important. Pay attention. About the time kids hit puberty, well, you still got dad there, you still got mom there. Guess what? The girl, what does she learn from mom? She learns from mom how to be a wife and a mother and a woman. All right? What does she learn from watching dad? She learns how a father and a husband is supposed to be. All right? So this is imprinting. So when she goes out into the world, what does she look for? She looks for someone like daddy. All right? Now, the boy's growing up. He hits about puberty. Guess what? It's time for him to start learning to be a man. How does he do that? By watching dad. What's he learning from dad? From dad, he's learning how to be a man, how to be a father, how to be a husband. Okay? What happens in the single mother home? I believe in a majority of cases, and we need a study to check this out, I believe in a majority of cases that what you get in a single mother home is boys that are raised by a woman. They grow up learning to pee sitting down, right? And I know some of you women are going to get mad at me, and the feminazis are going to go, oh my God, I can't believe you said that. Anyway, they learn to pee sitting down, and they learn to deal with the world like a woman deals with the world. And it's all emotional based and all this stuff. And I won't get into the scientific bit of that. I did it the other night. It's a bit longer than I want to go. But the point is, over the last 10 years, the incidence of men getting medication for bipolar disorder or whatever it is has grown. You know what? These guys aren't disorder, the bipolar stuff. You know what? The majority of them, I believe, this is why we need the study, are thinking like women because they got raised by single women. They learned how to deal with the world like a woman deals with the world. They didn't have a man around to say, that's not how you deal with that dude. They didn't have a man to come and say, son, I know your mother makes no sense, but this is just how we deal with it. When she's in there throwing dishes and yelling at me, this is why we have the garage. They have the kitchen, we have the garage. I know you're going to go, oh my God, Kender, that's sexist. Well, you know what? If you think it's sexist, if you think this is a sexist rant, do me a favor. We'll talk it over. Go fetch me a cup of coffee and wait. I'll be right done in a moment, okay? Now, here's the other thing. These kids learn in a stable society, stable nuclear family, how to do this, how to replicate this system. It's kind of like a multi-level marketing thing without the vast promises of money. And guess what? The girl goes out and she finds someone just like daddy. In other words, somebody that works and provides well and knows how to be a provider and a protector. And the son goes out and finds someone that reminds me of mom. Oh, mom, you'd love her. She's just like you. She can cook, she can clean, she's going to be a wonderful mother to your grandchildren. This is what you get. Now, this is why, remember the brick, we're back to the brick, only remember it's bigger, okay? This is why family values are important. Because we need that stable nuclear family that for thousands of years has pretty much worked. And it's been falling apart the last 30 years with feminism and the erosion of the nuclear family, the erosion of education, the erosion of religion. They've done a number on us, folks. We need that brick in the middle of this platform. Because that is what our foundation is built on. And that family values brick is friggin' important. So you know what? I don't care if you saved your state, cut your budget down to 5% and brought revenues up by 500%, but you're out at the whorehouse every night. It's not good enough. If you don't stand for something, you're going to fall for anything, folks. So does Mark Sanford get a pass? Hell no. It's Uncle Kender. Pass it along.